Fair Nation. Fair Nation. Fair Nation. Fair Nation.
You're tuned into lyrical content.
Your number one hip hop feed, highlighting the raw edge of battle rap and the raw elements of hip hop.
Welcome back to Lyrical Content with your host, JB and the Film God.
And Miss Me in the building. What's up? What's up? Good night, everybody.
I know I'm a little late right now, but we about to get these episodes out so these people can stop killing me. Because they're like, yo, you got to be more consistent. Yo, that last episode was fire. Yeah, man, people was hitting me up like, yo, I like that. Y'all sound good. I like the new studio setup and everything. So, yeah, man.
I know. It looks fresh. It looks fresh.
Yeah. Nah, I appreciate that, man. You know, Fly Fair Nation lyrical content, we trying to come up and you know what I mean? The 2020, we trying to set a standard.
For real, man.
You know what I mean?
It's for real. We trying to establish some shit about ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
man.
We about that. We about that.
All right, so listen, man. A lot of good stuff been happening in battle rap, but a lot of crazy and off the wall stuff has been happening in battle rap also. So, and I know battle rap, our community is really small, compared to, you know, the whole hip hop industry and the rock industry and just all the other industries. We're real small. But for the people that do watch battle rap and is in tune with the battle rap community, allegedly Tay Roc got robbed by gunpoint, right, for his chain. And the guys was going around, you know, throwing his chain into a trash can and hanging it up on a sign, and they got their face all in the video. They took the chain to a diamond tester and found out that the chain was fake pretty much. But what's your take on that situation right there? Because I got a take as well, but I want to hear your take on that situation right there. Because for me, Tay Roc is a celebrity and a superstar within battle rap. And you know what I mean? So before I give my take, what's your take on that?
All right. When it comes on to this situation, there's a whole lot of like elements to look at, right? Now, of course, like the main element is, all right, the man got his chain snatched at gunpoint. That's a big deal. And when he went on his Instagram and he posted, yo, if I would have ended up dead, then y'all would have said, yo, bless him, praise goes out to the family and everything like that. Understandable. I get that. But like everybody, like your mother and your father say, right? The energy that you put out there is the same energy that you're gonna reflect back on you. And what I mean by that is, all right, you're a battle rapper, right? But even outside of battle rap, all right, you talk mad shit, right? You talk mad shit. Basically, you say you are what you rap about in your battles, right? And that reminded me on when Mook had a sit down discussion. You ever watch Matt Hava's TV?
Of course.
On YouTube?
Of course. Expert Opinion, his show?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And when Mook was like, yo, it's about believability, and I would respect you as a battle rapper if you say what you rap about, if you really do what you do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it sucks. It really does suck. But then again, you have to watch how you move out here in the same sense. You understand? Like, this is a whole nother element that you're in. It's not like you're a pop star or like.
So you're saying that the danger is still in battle rap, is not
exactly. Exactly, and you have to know how to operate around that. You know what I mean? And it's like I had to keep saying like, yo, it sucks that it happened. Like, yeah, like if you did end up dead, like, yo, that would have been a heavy impact on the community and of course his family and others, like fans and stuff like that. But it's like, yo, you also have to watch yourself and how you operate out here and watch what you say as well. And it's like there's a whole nother, there's a lot of things to really look at it, but it's just what I'm standing my ground on is like, yes, it sucks, but then at the end of the day, you really have to watch how you move out here. Period.
That's a real good take, because I see a lot of people online saying that Tay Roc, ever since he started becoming like very outspoken and very like boisterous and like the suck my D's and stuff like that, ever since he started doing that, things started to go downhill. Because if you remember, Tay Roc is or was the face of battle rap, like the face of the URL, or you can say the face of battle rap. There was a time when Tay Roc could do no wrong, but that was the time when Tay Roc was super humble. Like, I remember when Tay Roc was humble in these interviews, super humble. And that was the time when his career was elevating. You know, his career was on. It wasn't going down like it was now. He was elevating. He was battling the best of the best. He was beating them, arguably, like, no doubt about it. But ever since, and this is from the fans' point of view, ever since he linked up with Surf, he started to act different. And I'm not putting that on Surf, because every man is their own person. But they saying ever since gun titles and things like that is when he started to shift into the villain instead of the hero. Because you can say he was the hero pretty much. Even when he battled Charlie Clips and people say Charlie Clips beat him, a lot of people still is giving it to Tay Roc because, like I said, he was the favorite. Like how Geechee is and Rum Nitty right now, I know how you feel about them, but they're the favorites. So
correct.
Roc had that moment, but your view on it, I like, which is the energy you put out is the energy you're going to get back, you know? But we got to look at it too. Battle rap is that sport where you kind of have to sell the fight, you know? So where's the line?
Correct.
Where's the line from selling the fight to taking it too personal? So
okay, well, all right. Well, here's the line right here. When you're doing these interviews and stuff like that, this is basically outside the dome now. You understand what I mean? Like, let's talk about the battle, but let's not be arrogant about it. You understand what I mean? Let's not be boisterous about it. Like, yo, just be like, yo, yeah, I'm a good battle rapper. Like, I'll kill him. Like, my bars are dope. And keep it as that. With all, yo, suck my dick and, yo, niggas, all that extra shit, it's uncalled for, because at the end of the day, if you are what you really rap about, then that post that you posted on IG, it would have had a whole different tone to it. You understand what I mean? Now it kind of sounds, oh, damn, I don't want to make it sound like, he's pushing an hour or whatever the case may be, or like, but it's like you're kind of making people feel more like sorry for you, but it's not that though. And it's like, I understand what he said, but if you say what you rap about, then that post should have had like a different twang to it. You understand what I mean? Like,
you feel like he's playing the victim now?
Yes. And he is the victim, though. He is, though. But if you are what you rap about, I'm just saying that post would have been said differently if you are what you rap about.
Right.
Period.
Or not say anything at all. Or not say anything about it. But the thing is, I know the battle rap community, again, is going in on him and expect a response, you know, but he shouldn't have to respond in a situation so serious. And then it comes to us as battle rap vloggers or battle rap commentators. It's like, what do we report on? Do we report on things like this? Do we speak on things like this? Or should we just keep it strictly battles? But then I think about it, like, if something like this happened to
the rap community.
Or not even the rap community. Take it out of the rap community and say the sports community. If this happened to a football player or a basketball player, the analyst is gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? So should we not talk about it? And I think battle rappers take a lot of things too personal. You know?
No, we should talk about it. No, we definitely should talk about it, because this actually shows the true tone of battle rappers. This shows the true tone. Because him posting what he posted on IG, that reflects so you are a human being at the end of the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're not really that gangster, my nigga. Because if you were, you would have been like, I got $2,000 on whoever can get these niggas out here. You understand what I mean? And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, I don't even want to put that out there like that, but I got hella gangster. But you know what I mean? It's different. You know
Right.
what I mean? So also, you were scared. And it's fine. And that's okay. It's okay to be scared because, yes, my nigga, you are a human being at the end of the day. You understand? You're
Right.
not this true gangster that you claim that you are in battle rap and outside of battle rap.
But in a
Let that
situation like that, gangster don't even matter. To be real with you, like being gangster doesn't even matter in that situation because it's nothing you can do. It's nothing you can do being held at gunpoint, but give it up. Being smart. You know, it's a time to be gangster and it's a time to be smart. You know what I mean? So it's like, be smart, give it up. But I wouldn't have put out a post on social media. Or maybe that post it does come off a little victim-ish, but that's the safest post he can put out right now because he can't put out something like.
Because you are not what you say what you rap.
Because, but the thing is, we as fans and we as vloggers have to know that they are not what they rap about. Like,
correct.
This is performing arts. So I'm not expecting them to go on stage and rap about killing somebody and then get off stage and actually killing somebody because you're not going to see them next week or next month on stage performing. So, but what do you want to hear them rap about? Battle rap is about gun bars and is about aggression. And, you have some that are, take it personal and you have some that's all about wordplay and punchlines and you got the Loaded Lux and then the Daylights that don't even have to rap about gun bars,
Exactly, but that's when these interviews come to play because in these interviews, you should at least show a true character about yourself at the end of the day. You understand what I mean? Like, because now with these interviews, it's more personal because the fans want to see it. The fans want to be more personal. It's not about it's like they're taking this character that they place on these stages and they're taking it on the battlefield. I mean, like the real life field. You understand what I mean?
That's
so it's
true.
like, who is this? Who are you really at the end of the day? And it's like, yeah, like say stuff like that. Say like, yo, like that shit scared me. You understand what I mean? Like I was at gunpoint for a stupid ass chain, dog. You understand? And yeah, I know a lot of people are cracking on him right now, and that's just, look at the world we live in, my nigga. Like, that's what it is. Just
The
at the end
internet
of
is
the day.
undefeated. The internet is undefeated.
Exactly.
You can't beat the internet.
Exactly. So it's just like sometimes with these interviews that they go on to, it's like they need to show at least a true character of themselves because, yes, niggas would try you and niggas would test you to see, oh, so that's how you feel. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay. How about this? Address this then. I remember a time when battle rap was super friendly. Everybody was clicking up. They was going out, eating together. They was posting pictures and all of this stuff, chilling together, doing interviews together, vlogs together. Was it dope?
I don't know what happened.
Your view on it is that it was dope, but you had fans and other people and other vloggers and commentators saying that, battle rap is too friendly.
But that's stupid though, because at the end of the day, LeBron's still gonna hang out with whoever the bumblefuck. Like, you understand what I mean? Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yes, they're friends out off the court too, dog. Like, let's be real here. We're all freaking human beings, dog. These niggas hang with each other. They see each other on a daily. They're in the same community. You know what I mean? So yes.
But
it's gonna be like that.
The battles might not be as good though. Because if you look at go back and watch Hitman versus Conceited. Hitman and Conceited was friends, like really, really good friends. Been on Wildin' Out and all of that. Still on Wildin' Out. And that battle wasn't as good as it could have been because people thought it was too friendly. So if they click up and start being friends and start going to each other baby showers and like Rex and Rock was.
Though.
Yeah.
But that's them though. Okay, me and you are friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we battle rappers, right? All right. we're about to battle each other. Now, me and you are gonna have a discussion. We're gonna have to have a discussion because my nigga, there's some shit maybe I don't want you to say, or if we're.
But then the battle might not be as good. Some of the best battles are personal. So if I'm your friend and I know certain things about you, I can't say it in a battle because I'm your friend. You know what I mean? So
if me or you a friend, right? And we sat down, we had a discussion, blood. We understand this is business. So whatever goes, goes, my nigga. At the end of the day, this is business. At the end of the day, you gotta say stuff like this. It gotta be that, unless y'all not friends. Period.
Look at Mike P second round versus Danny.
Cool.
Me being your friend, I wouldn't be comfortable spitting that second round. And I know we got to review that battle. We're gonna do that, but yeah.
Take up the battle.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm your friend, I'm not gonna take the battle. So we're gonna miss a lot of battles. Like we're not gonna get a lot of battles because people is on the same teams.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? So if we all clicking up, we're not gonna battle each other. Back in the day, Writer's Block, they was battling each other, but it's not like that anymore. If we on the same team, we're not gonna battle. We're gonna end up doing a 2-on-2 versus someone else. You know? Like it's cool that Lux and Hollow linked up to do a 2-on-2 because they already battled. You see what I'm saying? So that's cool. But if me and you never battled before, us clicking up doing a 2-on-2 is like, you know what I mean? But, and again, if we're friends, it's hard for me to take it super personal against you because we are friends. And you know that. Well, you know that. You know that these dudes are very sensitive. We can say, yo, such and such person lost or such and such person need to show up for a battle, and they'll take it personal instead of taking it as constructive criticism. And yes, the fans sometimes and the bloggers sometimes be going overboard with things. We do need to check ourselves with that. But that doesn't negate the fact that battlers do need to show up for battles, you know what I mean, and stop running off. And they do be losing and not showing up and just taking the money. So,
I mean, yeah, true. But at the end of the day, man, shit goes. You understand what I mean?
But on a serious note, to close out the Tay Roc situation, I'm happy that he is safe because if we look at it, Tay Roc is a superstar in the battle rap community. One of the top 5, if anything. Like, to not be biased, you can say one of the top 2 superstars in battle rap.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say not top tier, girl. But yeah,
to not be biased, if you think about it, because he's the one that he won battle rap of the decade, which he deserved. He was the one that was on the roll. He was the one that kept battle rap alive. He kept URL alive.
He definitely contributed a lot to battle rap, like
more than a lot of people.
His whole life.
Yeah. More than a lot of people. But so I'm happy that he is safe, and I hope this doesn't transpire to be something bigger in the long run. You know what I mean?
I hope so too.
Yeah, I hope.
But I just want to put that out there that these battle rappers need to realize that off the stage, just humble yourself a little bit.
Right.
That's all.
No, I definitely agree with that. Definitely. So another thing for you to go in about Uno Lavos, right? A video surface of him from I think about 2016. A battle surface of him in BlackFace. And backstory, he's I think Puerto Rican or something of the sort.
Yes.
And he uses.
He's a Latino.
He's a Latino, and he uses the N-word frequently. Because I noticed that in the battle, and that seemed like it didn't bother anybody. But the N-word.
I heard some few of like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I heard one nigga be like, what the fuck?
Right. But the N-word bothers me, period, when anyone says it. So, but that's the least of it. Him, but I guess that intensify it with him having on the blackface. I think that's what bothered me, and then he started defending it. But what's your view on Uno Lavos wearing blackface and said it and saying that it's war paint?
Oh, that was highly bullshit. Very, very highly bullshit. What I took from it was that he was trying to make it seem that he's like the black sheep in his community. And okay, you can be the black sheep. Anybody can be the black sheep in in their family, at the work, whatever. Be the black sheep, but what gives you the right to paint your face black? And then switch it up and say that it's war paint. War paint are designs on your face, not a full black face. And then it's like, I don't know, when it comes on to stuff like that, and yeah,
he could have added some green to it. He could have added some brown to it.
I mean, yeah, but and it's like, all right, my whole take on the word nigga, right? I say it a lot. Say it a lot, and I really shouldn't be saying it, but I say it a lot. And I'm not trying to say like I got the right, but I got my hand in the jar, and yes, I can say it. You understand? But when I feel like when other races say the N word, and it's like, all right, let's go to Latinos and Latinas saying the N word.
Mm-hmm.
When I first moved to Florida and I heard that, I was shocked. I was like, why are they saying that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what gave them the right to say it, or whatever the case may be. But I see that, okay.
Some say because they are from African descent as well. But my take on that is that black people saying that, or is that the Latino community saying that? Because not every Latino I hear saying that. Some do. I do hear some. But are we just putting that label on them?
No, I personally feel like when it comes to Latinos, I feel like they're only black when they're around black people. But if you ask them, what are you? And they be like, are you black? No, I'm not black. I'm Latina. Okay, so why you gotta say with this defensive attitude for? Like I discussed with you. Like I don't like that.
Right.
But then again, you want to say the word nigga all day, but then when somebody associates you with black people, you hide and say no, I'm not that. So my whole take on it is like, you just want to fit in your environment, and your environment is predominantly black. You understand what I mean? And it's like, I don't know why this word gives you this people like the power, or makes them feel some type of way like, yes, I can say it. Because it's, at the end of the day, my nigga, like, why would you even want to like say it? You understand? Like, what? I don't get it. But
I know why they want to say it.
Why do you want to say it?
I know exactly why. Because we made it cool. Because hip hop music, black people, we dictate the culture. So we can wear something and it becomes popular for a whole summer, a whole year,
Correct.
2 years, 3 years. You know, music, we dictate the music. We dictate the music the white people make as well. That's why the style of everything. That's why they put us on their songs. But the thing is, and it's funny how we led into this conversation, I notice on the white radio stations, they don't play the version with the rapper on it. You get what I'm saying? Like if Katy Perry does a song with, she did a song with Juicy J, right? They don't play that version on the white channel, but we play it on the quote unquote urban radio station. You get me?
Correct.
And that's their plan. That's their goal, period. It's right there in our face. But we fall for it every time because they give us a check. But again, we dictate the culture. That's why they want us on these songs. That's why they want to wear what we wear. The baggy clothes when it was baggy. You know, we took the tight clothes and the tight fit stuff and we added whatever we wanted to it, and they started wearing it like us. So that's why they want to say nigga. We made it cool.
Yes, and it is our fault. It's definitely our fault. We didn't really nip it in the bud when we should have nipped it in the bud, because that goes to in another battle rap when the white boy said nigga and got slapped across his face, and then his homeboy was trying to protect him. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
So you allowed this man to come in front of all of us to say that word. because you thought it was okay. You as a
Yeah.
black man thought it was okay, so it's gonna be okay for the rest of us.
N-
No,
No.
and shit and that's where it becomes like a snowball effect. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Like it just doesn't stop. Like just like what's his name? Robert Downey in Thunder. What is that called?
Oh,
What was that movie?
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder. We didn't nip that shit in the bud, but it's just so funny that it's like you have black people in that movie, and I'm like, yo, so y'all couldn't say nothing. Y'all still wanted to act along this man and just feel like it was all cool. Don't get me wrong, the shit was funny. Like I
Right.
laughed at that dumbass man. But at the end of the day, like this was distasteful, and you're dead ass wrong for that. Because when are we gonna stop being the fucking butt at every joke?
Well, I think that
That's why we don't take.
I think the premise for Tropic Thunder was it was wrong for a white person to put on blackface. So in a situation like that, I can kind of see it being okay, because for you to depict it in a movie, you kind of have to put a white person in a blackface and show that it's wrong, because that's what they were trying to do. If you watch the movie, like watch it again, that's what they were trying to do. But I don't know what Uno Lavos was trying to do by putting on blackface and then defending it, because I was driving today and I was thinking, I was like, yo, when he was putting on this blackface, it wasn't nobody around him that say, hey, bro, or putting on the paint, the war paint. Say he thinks it's war paint, right? Like in his hearts of hearts, he thinks it is war paint, and that's what he was putting on. Nobody around him said, yo, you know they're gonna say that's blackface, right? Or he didn't even second guess it. Like he doesn't know his history. He doesn't know, like, hey, you know they're gonna say that's blackface, right?
Well, I mean, since he's so Latino and he says that he is from black descendants, then no, he would not see it as offensive. Not at all.
That's weird to me. I don't understand how he does not second guess himself in that situation right there.
But JD, that's like white people saying some off the wall shit and they don't understand that's not racist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people are oblivious to things like, yeah. And he said he wanted to prove a point in how he's portrayed in his community and stuff like that. So he felt like the better option was,
Yo, you could have put on.
Just paint my face black.
He could have put on all black. He could have put on a black hoodie, black jeans, black shoes, or whatever, black shirt. You could have just put on all black, my dude, and just a black ski mask, everything. You could have put on all black and did it that way. You didn't have to put on black face. And it took me 2 seconds to think of that. Yes, he got what he wanted. I mean, years later, but he finally got what he wanted. Because like I said, that battle is old. That battle came out, I think, 2016, and it only had 1,000 views on it. So by now, it's going to have a crazy amount of views.
Correct.
Yeah, it only had 1,000 views.
I wonder who resurfaced that. Like, somebody must have been looking at in this BattleRap hard, like for real. Because I never even heard of that man. Never even heard of that man. Even in that rap, he was like, yo, niggas know me. And I'm like, if this is 2016, nah. I don't know of you, bruh. And this is 2020, and I still don't know of you. So, yeah, I'm lost. And then that battle sucks, so... Yeah. I just feel like it's a broken record now. We see it every single day. Blackface, like even if like they don't do blackface, like all right, when you see these car commercials, right, and when like you see like these white people be like, yo, that's lit, man, in front of the black man, that's blackface to me as well. And yeah, and that's how I feel like even when I'm at my job and the way their lingo towards me, I'm just like, do I speak that way towards you? Why would you want to speak that way towards me? Like, it's just pure slackness. You understand what I mean? And I'm like, you're not my friend. I'm not going to speak to you like how I speak to my friends outside of work and things like that. No, because even if I'm in a business and let's say I'm at the grocery store, I'm not going to carry myself like that. You understand what I mean? So it's just funny because things like that are blackface, but of course it's subliminal. So it's like you don't see it full front, but you have to if you just pay attention, then you understand.
Yo, that is so freaking real, son. Because as you describe it, I'm thinking about it because they can't put on blackface, right? They can't do it so blatantly in the commercials, right? They can't do that. So what they do, they get a white person to talk black, and like you say, probably next to a black person to make it seem like, it's okay, it's alright.
Yep, and then it's like the black man always has this like weird look on his face, like nigga, what? Like you know what I mean? Like it's always like what? Or if you got the black man that's down with the shit, it's either one of the two because both ways are funny. You know what I mean?
Yep.
In a large audience. So yeah, man. Especially, of course, you're gonna see it. Especially the Super Bowl commercials, man. Like you see it all throughout, bro. You see it all throughout blackface, and it never gets old. Never gets old, man. So yeah, it's a broken record, man. It's definitely a broken record.
So is Uno Lavos canceled? You say you don't even know this dude. You say you never even heard of him.
Nah, B. So he never was in a book of mine. So I don't even know. Could I cancel this thing? I don't know. Like he was never written. He was never written in the testimonies and the testament. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Is he still rapping to this day?
He was discussing it on Twitter. Like he was defending it, I should say, on Twitter.
Yeah, but I saw you see him do some retweets about people agreeing with him as well.
With him, yeah.
Like, oh.
And other black people agreeing with him, like, yo, that's war paint. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? That's weird to me.
Word.
Other black people that don't see that is clearly wrong. That is weird to me, like super weird. I don't get that.
I don't know what to say about that either. Like that's hard for me to say that because it's like I feel like it's I don't know, bro. It's like this is a whole character move that he's doing. Like to be honest with you, like anybody can be the black sheep, then wear a sheep costume. You can do that
right,
too as well.
right. Yo, that is so right. Wear a black sheep costume. Look how much costumes Daylight wore before. Daylight wore mad costumes before. So wear a costume. Like I said, we're all black. Ski mask, everything. Like we're all black. But
you get a bomb ski mask. That would have been way better than the whole blackface, bro.
Yeah, put on a ski mask, all black, hoodie, shirt, everything. Everything black. Down to your socks and shoes, everything black. And we would have got it. You know what I'm saying? We might have said, yo, you try to be black, but then that would have been jokes more than anything. But, I mean, exactly. It would have been, or they would have had like Mortal Kombat jokes. Or something. It would have been jokes more than anything. But now it's an outrage. So is that what you was going for? If that's what you was going for, you got it. But the backlash of that is now you might get canceled. So...
Exactly. But then again, you're hella brave to do it in a black audience and come into our domain and our creativity that we brought to the forefront to do some bullshit like that. Like, you're hella brave.
I think that might change, though. From the kid getting punched, from the guy getting punched for saying the N-word, I think that might change because, well, no. Maybe not because these people is bold nowadays, so I don't know.
Yeah, and then of course, if you got like 3 black men besides you and they going for it, then who are you to say? It's like you understand, like damn, you got your own brother standing up for these people. So it's like
I don't know if you know about SoCon. He's another another battle rapper, but he's white. Rest in peace, Kobe. He put out a tweet saying. I don't know exactly what he said, so I'm paraphrasing. But he pretty much brought up Kobe sexual assault case that he wasn't convicted for, right? So the battle rap community started going in on him. He deleted the tweets. Then I think eventually deleted his Twitter.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
so why not stand? So why not? See, this is the thing that's so funny to me. You put that out there, right?
Right.
You put that out there. You knew what you were doing when you put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
But now you want to just shut off everything now? Nah.
Yeah.
Have the discussion. Where are you going with this, bro? Where are you going with it? Oh, you don't have enough words to defend yourself.
He
So
just battled Disaster, and he was on Math Hoffa show, My Expert Opinion. He was on Math Hoffa show recently. Just recently, maybe a few months ago.
And him doing that, what, sir? Like, yo, let just people lie and rest, bro. Like, you wasn't talking about this when he was alive. Then why talk about it when he's dead? Mm-hmm. Leave it alone, man.
Yeah. And again, he wasn't convicted for it. So what's the point of even bringing that up right now? Don't post anything. Just don't say nothing. There's a lot of times I'm about to tweet something and I delete it. And I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it. I mean, no, just no.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta let shit just lie down. Like, bro, that man he made peace with what was going on at that time. Mm-hmm. Leave him alone, bro. Like, leave that be. Focus on what you need to focus on with your life. Get these battles and let's call it a day.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh goodness. Let's get on some better notes, man.
Let's talk some battle rap, man. The URL app.
All right. Who you want to start off first?
They dropped 2 battles from the card, from the URL app card. Mm-hmm. What you feel? What's the first one that dropped? Mike P versus Danny Myers. But I want to do a separate show about that one. So let's do Suge versus Franchise.
All right, so we can definitely get on Suge. All right, I'll go first. Okay, first round.
I'm gonna flip the coin to go first. I found out some goofy shit, so I Googled it. What kind of goofy shit?
Loved Suge's energy. Yes, loved his energy. He came out right at the bat. It's like, yo, I was like, all right, take your domain, son. This is the energy that I want to feel from you, Suge. Yes. Uh-huh. And I loved it. What I love, hold on, I wrote down some lines that he said, you ever hit 3 grams in a McDonald's straw? I was like, oh shit.
Bars.
I didn't even know you can have 3 grams in a McDonald's straw. Nigga, yeah.
You ain't never had 3 grams in a McDonald's straw? It was a fraud.
All right. That was one. What was another one? Oh, yes, of course, the number one. The battling a soccer player, you got to give me a fee for that. Like, that was
hard. That was hard.
Ooh, I love that.
I mean, he started off with, what's your soccer like? I like that.
Yes. And I like when he said, we used to sell cop cars. I was like, that's real gangster right there. Like, nigga, you hood. You understand? Because I remember those gangsters running around in cop cars. Like, I see you. Okay. So his Suge's energy, I loved it.
I like the line where he said, where he said, I'm a known Crip that live in a blood neighborhood. That was hard.
Yes, that was hard. I loved it. Like, that first round of his was just fire. Like, yeah, he had definitely a lot of what we call it, quotables.
Yeah,
there's a lot of new lingo that I'm not on. Yes,
yeah,
okay. A lot of new lingo.
He got a good a lot of quotables and a lot of haymakers in that round.
Yes, I really loved it, and I was just like, yes, and I was happy with the choice that I made beforehand. I was like, yes, Suge is definitely going to win this battle. I was happy. Let's not talk past tense. I was happy. When it came on to Franchise, nothing new. You understand? Definitely what I expect from Franchise, a lot of gun bars.
That's it for Franchise, first round?
Yes, for me.
Franchise had some good. He had some good lines.
Everything you not with, we with, nigga. You don't lift quicker. You don't spin block and squeeze triggers. This nigga ain't even cut like that. Kid scissors, big blicker. Let's go. Okay. This nigga ain't even cut like that. Kid scissors.
Not like that.
That was okay. I mean, okay, kid scissors. All right. All right, cool. And I moved on from that. I mean, yes.
Nah,
you can
he
say
had that
definitely-
he had that Geechee Gotti line.
And we sell dope and got guns. Every time we set up shop, the fiends don't even need a whiff. We got straps and packs. Run in my spot and I'll heat your shit. Extensions and bundles like Geechee's crib. Why spare you?
When he tried to dunk on Suge and Suge ain't move. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that was ridiculous.
Yo.
I was like, oh goodness.
When he
That was
tried to dunk on
ridiculous.
Suge didn't even budge. But go ahead.
Yeah, he was like, nigga, what you doing? That was funny. Yeah, I mean, nothing more, nothing less that I expected from Franchise. Definitely, yeah, yeah, but I had to give Suge that first round.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more bars for me, than Franchise.
I see a lot of
second
people.
round-
I see a lot of people online saying that Suge first round was gas because he had a lot of Jersey in the building because he had Arsenal right there and then he had Surf right there, like literally next to him. So Arsenal was kind of, you know what I mean, going off when Suge was spitting, which was warranted. But I do have to acknowledge that people online was saying, Suge was kind of gas. You can kind of edge Franchise because they didn't want to cheer for Franchise because he's the new guy and Suge is the legend. So they playing favoritism and it's a lot of rappers
I don't really.
that know each other.
No, I really don't think so. That's not how I felt
Mhm.
watching that. That's definitely not how I felt watching that. Like, I felt like the audience was actually a good audience. I don't really feel like they was really on nobody's ass. Like, they gave props to, I feel like, who they gave props to, and
Mhm.
I feel like it's correct because even in the second round, sure, the second round was short. You understand? But
I feel
the
like his
things that
first
he
was
did
short
have-
too.
you felt like the first round was short?
Yeah, I feel like his first was short
Nah.
too.
Nah, the second bro was short. I wanted more. Like, I literally wanted more. But the things that I liked was the Trap Olympics.
I was in the
then how
trap.
you
I was
went
in the
that-
trap. I was in the Trap Olympics for my backstroke.
Doing backstrokes. Yes. I love that. And when he said he dropped the ice in the pot, I was like, oh, that's. I love drug bars. I love it. I feel like he really does. I feel like, yes, he really do cook up that crack. Yes, nigga, yes. So I felt that.
When he said Smack trying to get rid of Brooklyn, when he said Smack trying to get rid of Jersey like the Brooklyn Nets, that was hard. That was hard.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's like I wanted more, but it was just, to me, it was like a sudden stop. I was like, oh, he's done. I didn't expect
Yeah.
him to be done that quickly. But when the Franchise came for the second round, I was like, dang, Franchise, like, he had more bars than Suge did because Suge only gave me the first round. You know what I'm saying? But in the second round, he didn't give me enough bars as Franchise did, and I had to give the second to Franchise. I gave the first to Suge, and I gave the second to Franchise. One thing I did like about Franchise, and I'm sorry, E Heart, this is pretty messed up, but chill with the E Heart man in the face. I was like,
Yo,
you asshole.
that was hard. Yeah, man in the face
Nigga.
like E Hart, that was fire.
We spark, don't shot. Let the heat talk. My bad. Hit this. Man in the face like E Hard. You gonna need bars.
Oh my gosh, I was like, no.
Mhm. When he
But
was
yeah,
like, when he was like, "Fuck Jersey, the only state you gonna be in is a vegetable." Yo,
yes, that was all right. The only thing
Yo.
you're gonna be in a vegetable, like he crippled. I feel you. I feel you. That was all right. That was light work. I thought that was light work, just like the scissors. Light work. But he still had more bars. That's what I'm saying. I count the bars. You understand? Even if it's light work or hard, I still have to count the bars. And at the end of the day, Franchise came more than Suge.
Yeah, Franchise edged that round, definitely.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did. We going on the third round? Anything else for the second?
Nah, third round is good. Franchise took that.
Franchise. Oh, Suge's third round. Damn, I really didn't write shit. I felt like it was too short. There was not a lot of quotables that I really, really cared for, I guess, in a sense. It was very short. And that's when I was just like, yeah, Suge, you really didn't come for this battle. You really just came for the first round. And you thought that was going to just carry you on. But no, it does not. Franchise came with more bars. Bar that I liked was, sometimes I don't even know what. Oh, Dirty Money can keep the churches clean. I was like,
yo,
I like that.
That was hard.
I like that. And then, of course, he had a lot more bars than Suge. So I had to give Franchise 2-1.
Suge definitely was on his game. I know when we did the predictions, I told you I was going for Franchise just because I like the progression or whatnot.
Congratulations.
I told you I was going for Franchise. But Suge rounds was just too short. And when I was going to do the review, it's funny, you basically said everything that I was going to say. That's how I know we kind of watch battles sometimes, and we agree on certain things. Because his rounds was super short, and I wanted to hear more. It's not like I wanted him to stop. I wanted to hear Suge go in, because I want to hear the drug bars too. Like, for real. When he said,
I drop bombs, landmines, 38 the can size, move your man dies, think Rick Ross, I had to check a franchise. I'm from that shit was fire. Hating, man. I had to check.
Yeah.
It's all right.
All right, so what else about this battle? You got Franchise 2-1. I got Franchise 2-1 as well. Suge first was phenomenal. That shit was super dope. Shouts out to URL too, man, for dropping these battles. I need to drop them a little bit faster, because I mean it's been a few days now. So let's get another one out, please.
I feel like I know what Smack is doing. He's really just giving us these like the pre-warm ups, like, you know what I'm saying, like leading up. Because that's how I definitely feel. Because Mike P and Danny Mize was first.
But that was fire too. That was fire too. But we're going to talk about that on the next episode. But that was fire, because I want to watch that about 2 more times. That was really good.
Yeah, it was. And I was definitely surprised.
What do you grade?
Not going to say on who.
What do you grade? What do you grade Franchise and Suge individually, and what do you grade the battle overall?
Okay, if Suge would have kept it the same energy that he kept on his first round throughout, then I would have graded him. I would have gave him a 9. I would have gave him a 9. But I actually had to give him a 5. He just half stepped.
That's fair. That's fair.
Franchise, I'm not gonna lie, like the man came for the first, came for the second, and came for the third. So, but still, the bars were okay. So I would have to give him a 7.
7. Okay, that's fair. The battle overall, what you rated?
Overall battle, 7. Yeah, 7.5 ish. Yeah. But definitely not no 8s or 9s or 10s. Sorry.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Suge, definitely a 5, 5.5 or 5.7, somewhere around there. Because I expect more from Suge at this point. At this point, I expect more from Suge. Because there was a point where he was, like I told you, he was snapping. Suge was snapping. He had a vengeance. But I think he kind of slept on Franchise a little bit. He wants a bigger bag. He wants the Cassidy. Because I feel like if he gets Cassidy, he's going to wig on Cassidy. And when he gets Cassidy, don't do these short rounds. Please practice.
Well,
He's
don't do these
longer
short
rounds.
rounds, but at the same time, I mean, I wouldn't call it. Maybe he did choke. You understand? But it just felt like he was supposed to. He was supposed to say more, but he just stopped suddenly. So I was like, maybe he didn't remember all his bars clearly enough. So
Yeah.
it's just like, bro, these are the times that you're supposed to be practicing. Look at this as a practice. You understand? Battle for you. Like, don't just take it as this doesn't really mean nothing, because to the fans, like to us, like it does mean something,
It
because my
does.
nigga, like we're grading you, like, and we might not care enough to watch you in a Cassidy battle. You understand what I mean? Like,
All of these
you might
battles
not get
matter.
those views that you want. They do.
Yeah, all of these battles matter now. You know why? Because we're paying a subscription. This is not YouTube anymore.
Exactly.
This is not YouTube.
Exactly.
I mean, shouts out to everybody else that's dropping their stuff on YouTube, but this is not YouTube anymore. So we are actually subscribed to this app. So, I mean, every battle on the URL platform matters, and other platforms as well. But I'm talking about when it comes to this app. And that just sparked a question for me that, you know, you put out there in the App Gang group chat. Shouts out to them too. Shouts out to everybody in the App Gang group chat.
Yes. App gang.
You were saying gang. You were saying what you would do, should every league get an app? But if every league get an app, guess what? We gotta pay for all of that. That's $8 from every league.
Yeah, you're right, nigga. Damn, you're right. All right, bum. What about somebody did bring up something like BattleRap Netflix?
Yes.
BattleRap Netflix.
That's exactly where I was gonna go with that after you finished responding. So I'm happy you went there. If we can get a BattleRap Netflix, it's funny. I wanted to do an episode on that. If we can get a BattleRap Netflix, that will work. But I don't think BattleRap is at the stage.
Work, though?
It's not at the stage where they want to come together and do that. So that's not gonna happen. They're not gonna break bread like that. Because if you look at it,
and that's what the issue is.
Yeah,
that's the issue.
Yeah, that is the issue. So unless an outside, you know what it's going to have to be? It's going to have to be an outside entity that comes in, right? And create a platform that they put out battle rap and other battle rap content. Because I see what URL doing. They trying to put out interviews, Surf got a show, things like that. That's exactly what they need to do. That is smart. Keep people on the app. Keep content on the app.
I'm pissed off though, but hold on. And shout out to Matt Hoffa. I'm not gonna like be mad at you. Get that bag. You understand what I'm saying? But he's about to sign a deal with Fox. You understand what I mean? With his content that he's doing on YouTube. So it's like, yo, we can't be letting these big companies take our shit, my nigga. Like, we need to make it into our own and keep it our own money. Like, you understand? Like, yo, we already got the name for it. Lyrical content. Let's just do something. Let's just bring all these better leagues or our shit. And then it's like we just call it lyrical content. Like Netflix, we call it lyrical content.
Right.
Period.
Right. No, listen, I agree with you. You know me, I'm on that. You know, I'm all about ownership and doing things ourselves, you know what I mean, and not relying on the quote unquote man, you know what I mean? I'm all for that. But that's what it's going to take. It's going to take somebody that can go and buy the battles individually from each league, right? So you're going to have somebody that's outside the culture that's not throwing events. Think about it. If you're throwing events, you're competing with URL. You're competing with RBE and King of the Dot and all these other leagues. So you got to be somebody that's just making money solely off content and putting out battle rap content. And you'll buy a Lux versus Hollow from UW, or you'll buy a Charlie Clips versus X Factor from URL. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Like, you'll buy those battles from those leagues and put them on the battle rap Netflix or the lyrical content flicks or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's gonna take. Yeah. Because I mean, look at it. It's a rumor that URL and RBE is gonna do an event on the same day. That's crazy.
Wow. That's pretty messed up, but I mean, gosh. I don't know that. it's just, oh my goodness, like this. I don't know. I don't want to say feuding or whatever, but somebody's trying to see who got the biggest balls, like for real. And it sucks because I feel like nah, we really should be coming as a community, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And unless
like RBE.
okay, unless this is like some super plan for them to eventually do a big URL versus RBE card, and it's like a you know what I mean, like a mega event. You know, that would be crazy.
I'm down for that.
If that's the storyline, I'm with it. But it doesn't seem like it. But it could be. Could be. I don't know.
It could be. Because I don't know. There shouldn't be no feud. There shouldn't be no, tension and shit like that. So why not? Yeah. If everybody's good and cool, well, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
But guess what? I'm sure you're not even peeping. If they doing an event on the same day, right? Think about it. A lot of the battlers that was gonna be on RBE is probably gonna be on URL or contracted to be on URL whenever they call. You know, whenever URL say, "Hey, listen, I got a card coming up. I need you." That's the politics.
That's the thing. These damn contracts. Yeah, man. Like, damn.
If you're on contract with URL and they call you and say, I got a battle on the 29th and I need you there. What's up? Unless it's a clause in your contract. Yeah, unless it's a clause in your contract that say if I'm already booked for something else, you can't book me on the date. That's okay. That's smart.
Or you can't book me in the next 3 months or whatever the case may be, because I'm pretty sure if you understand, like that's how, because you have to build that. They want you to build up that momentum. You understand? Like you can't be on another battle league rapping and then like 2 months or a month later you're going to be on URL. Nah, that's not how it's going to work. Nah.
But that's what happens. That's what happens. They'll battle today and then next week, I seen it. Next week they have another battle. Next 2 weeks they have another battle. So I see it. Yeah, it happens before. It happened before all the time. So definitely does. Mm-hmm. We see it all the time. They overbook. How much times they overbook, and that's why they start choking.
I know. Exactly. They don't even know what to say no more.
They start choking.
They ran out of words.
It's not even just that. You can't practice 3 different battles at the same time.
That's true.
You can't practice. You don't even
know how to keep up with yourself.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. So, shouts out to URL though for, like I said, for actually doing the event and dropping the stuff on the app because we are paying for it. But
so what is this, like once a week type thing?
I don't know because if so, we need another one now. You know.
Yeah, I'm kind of bored.
Yeah. But I mean, like, what's your take? What's your take on that though? Like, what's your take on the fact that URL and RBE is doing an event on the same day, and RBE announced their date way before the URL, and that's supposed to be 40 Cal's comeback.
If somebody's really trying to show who got bigger balls, that's all. That's really it. Who's going to get the most views? I think that's what it really is, because two egos, and I'm not even going to say, because I don't even think these men have been in the game long enough not to even have this big of an ego. You understand? At this point in time, they should be able to coexist and work with each other. That's my whole thing.
All right, so February 29th, man, RBE, their official date is put out there. I mean, URL hasn't put out a card or anything yet, but RBE, 40 Cal is coming back versus Ill Will.
We're talking about February 29th that URL is supposed to be putting on an event as well.
Yes.
We're talking about February 29th of this year.
Yes.
The February 29th.
Yes.
Son, I'm thinking that you talking about in the summertime.
No.
You talking about right now.
Yes.
And URL still didn't put out a card
Oh,
yet.
my bad. I didn't say February. I only said 29th. My bad. February 29th. Or I probably didn't even say the date. Yes, February
You didn't say the
29th.
date.
Yes, my bad. February 29th.
So we don't even have a full card for URL.
No, we don't even. It's not even announced. There's like rumors, bloggers, vloggers, commentators, everybody, us. Now it's. I mean, it's out there pretty much. Credible sources is putting it out there that URL is gonna have an event on the same day as RBE, February 29th.
Whatever, man. We'll be in the building. RBE, Rare Breed Entertainment, we will be there. Local content February 29th is going to be in ATL, the music room. Yo, be there, get your tickets now because this is foolishness.
Yeah. Get your tickets now. We live and direct. We live and direct. So we're gonna be in the building. Come out, enjoy yourself. Yeah, man. All right, sign us out, Miss Me.
Yo, it was been a wonderful night. Thank you for tuning into Lyrical Content. You already know it's Miss Me in the building. And of course, you got the film God.
Bah.